is back to injectables again, particularly Belotero Revive, and there's been quite a bit of interest in it in the last couple of weeks because I'm literally just next door to Sharna. So when she actually recommends her clients to have moisturizing from within, she's going to talk about it today on her own stories. This is what is recommending for you to have, and because Sharna isn't a nurse, dentist or doctor, and I am, she's now referring her clients literally next door in order to have this hyaluronic acid and glycerol skin rejuvenating, moisturizing from within injectable. So what do you need to know about the treatment? So, and how you can prepare for it. So that's today's topic for Coffee Talk. So if Belotero Revive sounds like if it is going to be the effective way for you to treat your aging concerns like wrinkling or skin sagging, then you might be wondering what the treatment is like. And here's an idea as to what you can expect the process to be when you come to us here in the Aesthetic Clinic in Clonakilty. So what do you do before treatment? So before you come in for your injectables, we'll sit down with you for a consultation. Now, some people like to come for a consultation totally separately, and other people just know what they want, but there's a consultation part of it anyway. And this is important because we need to be able to understand what specific concerns you have, and so that we can show you or advise you on the best treatment for you and how it can benefit you. And it also gives you a chance to ask us any questions that you have. So we'll give you full instructions on how to get ready for your treatment once we have determined what's the best option to treat your concerns. And for the week leading up to your treatment, we will usually ask you to avoid certain things. And these would include some medications. Although you don't discontinue any medication, you will consult with us. And for a day or two before treatment, we ask you to stop drinking alcohol and smoking tobacco. So at consultation, there is a full medical history taken of yours. This is Sharna's for tomorrow. And there's quite detailed sections in your screening process in order to have that done. And when you arrive to us here at the clinic, we expect you to arrive with your face makeup free. And we will cleanse your skin with Clinicept in advance and apply topical anaesthetic while you're waiting in the waiting room. That is applied with a spatula. So this is a new pack. So we actually basically put the topical anaesthetic on the spatula and apply it to your face about 20 minutes beforehand. So that if you are opting to have the 16 little dots on your face, that it will keep any pick to a total minimum. It's subdermal, like it's just, you barely feel it. So once that is done, the topical anaesthetic is wiped off with Clinicept also, and then we map your face. So for mapping for Belotero Revive is usually from mid-ear across to the nose and down, and we make 16 different boxes with a white pencil, so I know exactly what areas to actually inject. Now, some people actually, most people, and Sharna has opted to have the 16 little subdermal injections on in each area. We can also use a cannula, so that means that there's one entry point and the cannula goes up and under the skin and we fan the product out, but Sharna has looked online and she has opted not to have the cannula. She doesn't like the idea of that at all. I have to say online, if you do look at how the cannula works, it looks very gruesome. But she has opted to have the 16 little pinpricks on each face, and there'll be 1 mil in each side. So obviously it's an aseptic technique and I will be injecting from a sterile field, and once we're ready to go, I will hand Sharna one of these gorgeous gel freezer packs, so that if she's anyway nervous at all, so she just holds it up to her face here and here, and then she removes it so that I can inject along here, and then she can put it back on again and I go across to here, and so on and so on. And these are frozen, and they are put into a paper bag each, not a paper bag, plastic bag, so that the plastic bag is disposed of and they are sterilized again for the next client and back into the freezer. So, and I remember actually when I was getting my stores and stocks from Belotero, they gave me these stress balls. I mean, do you really need a stress ball? God, no. And then I'm ready to rock and roll. The treatment itself literally takes five minutes each side, because you basically put 1 ml divided by 16 little boxes, which is just a tiny little pinprick on this side. So obviously this one box is 1 ml, and it's lower lock, so it's a twistable injection, and each little point then is injected with this preloaded, sterile, this is empty, needle and syringe. And Sharna, then we clean your face again with the Clinicept, and Sharna will be good to go. There will be barely detectable little puncture wounds on her face. I mean, by the time they're cleaned, she won't even know. And she can put on makeup again about 2 hours later. It takes 24 hours to settle into the interstitial cells. And then I'm ready to rock and roll. The treatment itself literally takes five minutes each side, because you basically put 1 ml divided by 16 little boxes, which is just a tiny little pinprick on this side. So obviously this one box is 1 ml, and it's lower lock, so it's a twistable injection, and each little point then is injected with this preloaded, sterile, this is empty, needle and syringe. And Sharna, then we clean your face again with the Clinicept, and Sharna will be good to go. There will be barely detectable little puncture wounds on her face. I mean, by the time they're cleaned, she won't even know. And she can put on makeup again about 2 hours later. It takes 24 hours to settle into the interstitial cells. So she'll feel a very slight pinching sensation. And Sharna will know exactly what I'm doing, because she has researched the product herself so much that she knows exactly what I'll be doing. So she might feel a slight pinching sensation. If it was anybody else, because they don't know what I'm doing, they usually sort of say, oh, look, do what you need to do. And with the numb cream plus the ice pack, they don't even know. And treatment is, and you can leave clinic as soon as it's done. So one of the great things about this treatment is that even though I am injecting into your skin, it's really non-invasive, because I'm literally just gliding the needle just under your skin. So that means that there's minimal healing time that's associated with that. And you don't need to worry about a lengthy recovery, and you don't need downtime. And the beautiful thing is that we've got we give you aftercare instructions, which is like basically stay out of the gym for 12 hours. Don't expose the treated area to intense heat or extreme cold until it's settled. Don't touch the area for 6 hours. That's quite obvious, obviously, because these small little needle insertion points, they need to close up. So, and we need to be able to make sure that I've done what I've done from a sterility and aseptic technique point of view. So we don't want you undoing all of that by touching your face. So as long as you are mindful of our post-treatment instructions, you'll be able to go back to your regular daily activities. So when are you going to see results? So no matter what type of treatment you're considering to help with your aging concerns, finding one that's going to provide fast results is probably the most important to you. Unfortunately, there's some treatment options out there that take a long time to show results. It's a different story for the likes of Belotero and Revive. You get fast results from treatment time. So in fact, you notice a difference in your skin as soon as you start leaving the clinic. And in 24 hours, you see a visible difference again. But it does take 2 weeks to settle properly into the interstitial cells. And then it actually draws from your body 200 times its weight in water. So that's what gives you that lovely, plumped, youthful look. All right, I'll cover a coffee talk separately on how you can expect the results to last, but just very briefly, another important element is in this treatment is longevity. So ballpark, it's 6 to 9 months, usually 6. So that means you come to see us twice a year. No injectable is able to provide you with permanent results. A facelift is the only thing that can do that, but some injectables can provide certainly longer results than most, and Belotero Revive is the one that can actually do that. So